Good afternoon, folks. Today we're going to be going through a tutorial that focuses on how to do the Cooking with Chemistry project. Okay, so first things first, you're going to want to go to the Google Classroom page and you're going to want to click on Cooking with Chemistry. From there, you can read the introduction. Basically, chemistry is all about chemical reactions and things like that. And because of that, cooking is also all about chemical reactions. And there's a lot of overlap between cooking and chemistry. It is effectively what it's getting into. There are a lot of different jobs that use chemistry, from mixologists at bars to food scientists and nutritional scientists that utilize chemistry in their work. Okay, so here we are. We are on the Cooking with Chemistry page. This is a project that I am assigning you guys. You guys have roughly a week to work on this project, and it will be due Monday morning, May 11th at 7 a.m. You're more than welcome to submit it before then. I'll always keep this assignment towards the top of the Google Classroom page so that it is easy to access. All right. What you're going to want to do, instead of requesting access or anything like that, you're going to want to go File and Make a Copy. Okay, so copy of Cooking with Chemistry, and then just follow it up with your name. I'm using a test student right now, so I'm just going to follow it up with the name test student. And that's going to create a copy of this document that me as the test student and you as the actual student would be able to write on. Okay, so we can go back to the one that was on Google Classroom and we can see that I can't type in it, but the copy I created that has my name on it now, I can type in that. Cool. All right, so what is the purpose of this project? The purpose of this project is to show how chemistry can be used in everyday life and to help you guys figure out how to modify recipes based on proportions and serving sizes and things like that, because ultimately that's what stoichiometry is. Stoichiometry is just changing, not necessarily changing the recipe, but changing the amount of ingredients you have in your recipe. Excuse me. Okay, better. All right, so you guys are going to want to start off by choosing a simple recipe with some simple ingredients. You cannot do grilled cheese or a cheese sandwich or omelets or s'mores because those are going to be examples that I will be doing over the course of the week. So you have to choose something different. But there are a lot of different recipes you can use. If you're having difficulty coming up with the recipe, just ask your folks or do a simple Google search. Make a salad or fruit salads, or cook some rice with a little bit of salt and some water, or I don't know, there's really a large list. You're certainly welcome to make a sandwich. It just can't be a cheese sandwich if that's something that you would like to do. But definitely try and make it an easier recipe because you're going to be writing an equation for it like I did in Monday's video. And if you've got 20 ingredients, that's going to be a really hard and long recipe and equation that you're going to have to write. You're just making more work for yourself effectively if you choose something with a lot of ingredients. That said, I personally enjoy cooking. And I know a lot of other people really enjoy cooking too. I know some people don't. My wife, for example, doesn't enjoy cooking. And, that's okay. Everybody has their strengths and their weaknesses, and we tend to cover each other up. Like, I don't really like doing the dishes. My wife doesn't like cooking. And so we do the things that we are both good at, and that's great. So if cooking's not your thing, choose something simple. If cooking is your thing, feel free to choose something simple and actually choose something a little bit more complicated. Have fun with cooking, and take some pictures and send them to me via the Google Doc. Okay, so once you've chosen your recipe, you're going to write out your recipe in Word format. Whenever I want you to write something, I've got the kind of reminder written in red. So write out your recipe in Word format just like I did for my grilled cheese recipe in Monday's video and in this example. Okay, then write the abbreviated formula. So there we go. So how I just did that, in case you didn't see, is you just do 2 dashes followed by the greater than sign, and it creates an arrow. There we go. Okay. So yeah, we've got 2 slices of bread, 1 slice of cheese, yields or produces 1 grilled cheese. Great. That's my abbreviated formula. Write down yours. Okay. Come up with any and all ratios that you know in your problem. Then determine how many ingredients you're going to need to make that recipe for your family. So I live with my wife Laura. She wants 1 grilled cheese. I want 2. So in total, I will need to make 3 grilled cheese sandwiches. Okay. I know it takes 2 BR to make 1 GC. So my ratio here would just be 2 BR, 1 GC. And for my cheese, it's 1C, 1 cheese to make 1 GC. So my ratio would just be 1C is equivalent to 1 GC, or 1C is needed to make 1 GC. And then I just use that conversion factors just like I did in the video from Monday. Cool. All right. Once you have figured out how many of all the different ingredients you'll need, you'll want to get those ingredients and actually make your recipe. Take a picture of making the recipe. I'll show some instructions on different ways you could take a picture and upload it to your Google Doc. But yeah, take a picture or a couple of pictures and post them here. And you know, that'll just be a lot of fun for me to get to see all of you guys in your element, so to speak. If taking a picture just feels too complicated, you can write a 5-sentence summary, but my preference is for you guys to take a picture. I think that would be a lot more fun, and I think it'll be a useful skill for you later in life. Knowing how to upload a picture to the internet is really useful. I'm sure many of you already know how to do that and do that currently. Okay, so for those of you that do know how to take a picture and upload it to the internet, great. Do that. Do it the way you know how. It's going to be easier for you. But for those of you that don't know how to take a picture, I'm going to show you guys a couple of different ways you can do that. For starters, if you have a phone, you can just take a picture with your phone and email it to yourself, and then from your email you can just download it onto your electronic device. You can copy and paste it into the Google Doc, whatever works best for you. If you do not have a phone, there are a couple of tools you can use. So a lot of electronic devices have like a camera option or a photo option, and if you go to like the Finder or the search bar, you can find different things in it. You can also just like do a search of like photo or camera. So like I've got this photo booth right here, so I'm going to pull that up, and there we go. I've got a nice video camera that can take a picture of myself. If I just hit the little camera button, boom, nice. And we've got an excellent picture of Mr. Hempstead, and you could just do that while you're cooking. And so we've taken that photo. We can click on that photo, and we can export that photo to our Google Drive. And once it's in our Google Drive, you can just copy and paste it into the Google Doc. That's an option. You can also do a screenshot. Different people have different electronic devices, so screenshots are going to be a little different from person to person to person. But just Google search how to take a screenshot, and if you've got like a Mac or if you've got a PC or a Chromebook, add that on, and you can see, oh, press Control plus switch Windows keys to take a full screenshot. Or like if you've got a Mac, I can take a screenshot by pressing and holding 3 keys, Shift, Command, and 3. And it just took a screenshot of me, and it put that on my desktop, and there we go. So it took a picture of my screenshot. So like if you had like a camera or like a FaceTime of yourself up, or like a Skype or a Google Meet of yourself up, you could then take a screenshot of that. Like I said at the beginning of this kind of how to take a picture of yourself, if you know how to upload a picture, do it that way. Do whatever way is simplest for you. If you're still not sure how to upload a picture to a Google Doc or to your Google Drive, shoot me an email and I can give you some more specific step-by-step instructions based off of what kind of electronic device you have. Okay, so you've taken your picture, you've uploaded your picture to the Google Drive. Fantastic. Next step is that we actually need to mark it as done. So we just mark it as done in the main page. We click mark as done. And now it says it's turned in. So when we go to Mr. Hempstead's view, we can see he's got his class with his one student in it, his test student, and that test student has turned it in. So then I can go in and I can grade the document and give this test student points. Cool. This has been an introductory video on how to submit an assignment through Google Classroom, as well as how to take a picture and upload it to your Google Drive. If you have any questions about it, please send it my way. Thank you very much, folks.